Hello everyone, my name is Al Kisani and I'm the founder of Particle N, where we reduce the critical mineral waste and cost for multiple industries by over 90%. My team and I have had multiple successful 7-digit number exits before, and I'm honored to share the story of Particle N with you today. Today, US is facing a critical vulnerability. Our entire supply of critical minerals are 100% imported, largely from China. And recent export restrictions imposed by China in response to the tariff wars going on between two countries have significantly stressed the supply chain of these critical minerals, which are really important for a lot of our industries such as automotive, energy, chemical, and oil and gas. And we can see that both White House and Congress are acknowledging this issue and investing money into the solutions that can resolve this problem or reduce our vulnerability. And we have also been invited to apply for some of these recent fundings up to $30 million, which I will be talking more about in the later slides. The industry standard of using these critical minerals is in the form of very fine powders to get the most surface area out of them. We typically make an ink with this powder and then spray it in a catalytic converter, honeycomb for example. The point is, our industries are paying a top dollar just to use the surface area of these very tiny particles, and whatever is inside them is basically a waste. So we thought, why don't we fill up the interior of these very tiny particles with a filler material like an aluminum, titanium, which are thousands of times cheaper than the rare earth. And believe me, it's extremely difficult to fill up the interior of these atomic scale particles, but we did it. Here on the right, you can see one of the many samples we created in our company with our patented technology under 1,000,000 times magnification, where you can see our core shell structure. The critical mineral on the surface, and inside is just a filler. This core shell structure leads to 8 times less critical mineral requirement for getting the exact same job done, and over 90% cost saving for our customers, and of course we filed a worldwide patent for it. Now, to take these savings into perspective, let's take a look at North Texas hydrogen plant for example. It requires a large supply of iridium, one of these critical minerals that are very scarce. At today's prices, if they want to source them from the German market leader Umicore, they need to spend over $60 million. But buying the same quantity from Particle N would only cost them $7 million. That's a 90% cost reduction in upfront critical mineral costs, freeing up capital for faster build out and lowering the price of their final product. And the story is the same for California and hundreds of other industrial plants around the globe that need these critical minerals. Catalytic converters! They face a double hit today. They're expensive to make because they're packed with precious metals like palladium, platinum, and they're frequently stolen in our streets for the exact same damn reason. With Particle N's core shell technology, automakers can cut the precious metal bills in these converters by up to 80%. For a typical passenger car, a Honda Civic, that translates to roughly $2,000 off the sticker price. So the next time you purchase a new vehicle, our breakthrough could be the reason that you could save at least $2,000 while not worrying about your converter getting stolen on the street. Imagine how frustrating that is. You have a meeting, you have a deadline, and all of a sudden you can't drive your car anymore. Your car is useless. Our diverse team has had 5 successful exits before, and cumulatively we have over 150 patents. We also have a strong advisory board with more than 200 years of cumulative experience in IP, manufacturing, and product development, which ensures that Particle N will deliver transformative cost savings to every single customer. We have already received orders from the industry leaders, including notable companies such as Johnson Matthey. They sell over $80 billion of the material we make, the precious metal powder. And they want to test it, validate it, and help us with the marketing and sales. Why? Because they have the best channels in the world. We are also working on a significant contract with 3 national labs worth over $27 million from Department of War. And there are more contracts coming from the government under Defense Production Act, which I will be having more information about within the next 6 months. Today, we are raising a $2 million round to fulfill the existing orders we have before we finalize the government contracts we have to convert our growing customer interest into a steady stream of revenue into this over $200 billion market. And we're already doing due diligence with 13 other investors. Our novel core shell technology addresses a total global market valued at over $275 billion right now. And we are targeting the immediate applications worth over $67 billion. Based on the partnerships we have already established, we have a realistic path to capture a $7 billion share of this market, with significant opportunities to grow further as we expand our production line and develop new partnerships. You should invest in Particle N because our core shell technology cuts the precious metal waste and cost by over 90% across multi-billion-dollar markets such as catalytic converters, hydrogen, fuel cells, or refineries, and many other industries. Industry leaders have already been ordering our product and are interested in acquiring us. They told us that we are on their watch list. And our product adoption is going to be frictionless. This is the most beautiful part. Our critical mineral powder looks and handles exactly like what they buy today. It's only 8 times more efficient and is far cheaper than the state-of-the-art product. And we are positioned to redefine the precious metal and critical mineral supply chain. And one final bonus slide. Here we have a list of the industries that need to buy these precious metal powders for their facilities to produce the daily goods we need to sustain our lives and economy. The gasoline we put in our cars, that needs platinum and iridium, and the industry needs to buy them every 1 to 12 years. The nitric acid that is used in making this pair of glasses I'm wearing needs palladium, which is required every 6 months. So there are many crucial industry sectors that use these critical mineral powders we produce, and we have already been establishing partnerships with them. With that said, please join us in securing U.S. mineral economy and reducing the catalytic converter theft. We don't want that to happen to anyone, right? It's really bad. Thank you for your attention, and I look forward to engage with you.